Hi, my brother, my sister. It is me, Bishop J from Camp Gilgal TV. If it is your first time, you come across the channel called Camp Gilgal TV. I kindly request you to subscribe. And once you finish doing so, you like the video. And after you like the video, you share it to all your social media platforms. May God bless you. May God cover you. May God provide for all your need. He is Jehovah Jireh, God of Israel, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob. Please subscribe to the channel. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord cover you. I love you all, community. Come closer, come closer. It is our time to hear something from the Lord that will make us walk, that will make us stand for this week. We are going ahead. God is great. We are in the month of November. Soon it will be December. And the year 2023, we will say bye-bye to it. May God bless us. May God's hand be covered on us all. May God's hands be upon all of you. May God shut the mouth of all the lions who are wanting to devour you. May Lord shut their mouth. May Lord protect you against all your enemy who want to destroy you. Today we're going to share a message of the man who was saved from the den of the lions. His name is Daniel. Daniel, the judge of Yahweh. Judge of Yahweh. That is the meaning of his name. Daniel. Daniel, judge of Yahweh. He is our God and he always protects us. And for you, we are in Daniel chapter 6. For you to understand this chapter very well, you need also to know the background. Let me brief you a little bit of the background. Who is this Daniel? A very, very devout believer to Yahweh. From his early age, he really given himself to Yahweh. From his early age, he gave himself 100% to Yahweh. He is, even in the book of Ezekiel, his name and the name of Job and the name of Noah, it is preeminent in the book of Ezekiel as a testimony of the people who were righteous. There is no record in the book of Daniel or in the whole Bible that he did commit some sins somewhere, some other. That is not mean he's sinless. No, I don't mean that. But he did not practice sin. He observed and he strived to follow God all right away until that when he faced death, until that when he even died in his old age, seeing the revelation of our Lord Jesus Christ. That is amazing. Daniel chapter 6 verse 3 say this. Then this Daniel distinguished himself above the governor and the satraps. Distinguished himself above the governor and the satraps. Daniel was he was deported in Babylon. He did not go to Babylon from his willingness. He did not go to Babylon because he immigrating to Babylon to seek for good life. He did not go to Babylon because of economical immigrations. No, he went to Babylon because he was taken captive to Babylon in his early age. He was so young, a teenager, when he went to Babylon. But that did not make him to lose the basic of Torah that he received. Obviously, or for sure from his father, mother, or the rabbin, or the priest among. Or he was born among people who really fear God. And it was in his heart since his early age, and he grew up with that. Now, he went to Babylon, he is in Babylon, and he is now working on the court of the king. Daniel, oh no. Let me tell you a little bit of him. Daniel was in a court when Nebuchadnezzar was king. Daniel was in a court when the son took over. Daniel was in a court when his grandson took over. Daniel was in a court of the king when the Persian and the Medes came and took over from the Babylons, cut the Babylonian dynasty, and the new Babylon, a new dynasty of the Persians and the Medes took over. That's where we are in chapter 6, when we see the kingdom is under Cyrus the king and Darius the kings. These are the Persians and the Medes who start now running the land of Babylon, which is a land which was so vast, so big, with 126 provinces. It started from the beginning of the Middle East until in India. That way how big this kingdom was. And Daniel, all these times, he was working on the court of the king. And those kings are not Hebrews. Those kings are not Jewish, and they do not respect or follow the rules of the Jewish or the Torah ways of living. They follow their gods. But Daniel remained to the line of Yahweh. Daniel remained to the line of Yahweh, and he feared Yahweh, and he walked according to the letter that Yahweh says. Remember, in that time, for all the Jewish, Jerusalem is too far, but he's still praying and seeking his face, turning his face to the east where Jerusalem was, and seek Yahweh with all his heart, with all his mind, and with all his body and power. He follow Yahweh. And then listen to verse 3, what it said. Then this Daniel distinguished himself above the governor and the satraps, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king gave thought to set him over the whole realms. The excellent spirit, the spirit of the living God, was on him, in him. The spirit of the living God was working in Daniel, and Daniel has an excellent spirit, and he was above the governor and everybody. Can you be above your neighbors? Can you be distinguished? Not be distinguished because you carry your Bible in your hand every Sunday when you go to church. But you must be distinguished, and they must see the spirit of excellence on you, the way you conduct yourself, the way you speak, the way you wear, the way you show your compassions, the way you address young, old, everybody, the way you address women's, men's, kid, teenager, the way you address to them, with kind of spirit that they may see in you. And once they see that, and you will be distinguished from people. People will run to you to ask for advice, because you will be distinguished to them as Daniel was. And these people became jealous. And these people wanted the death of Daniel. And these people wanted to kill Daniel. You never be wonder when people say, why you are prospering? Why your kid are making it out there? Why your kid went together with my kid to university and they do not find a job, but your kid has found a job before my kid? Why you all the time? Why you? People getting that, and they become jealous. They want to find out what make you to be successful. And they think, and they arrive to the wrong conclusion that, as we say a lot in Africa, no, you have some kind of a black magic that is making you to prosper. You have some kind of black magic make you to be that big, and have jealousy on wanting you to be destroyed. They have a jealousy of wanting you to be killed and to be destroyed. That's what happened to Daniel. They said, we need to finish this Jewish boy. We need to finish this Jewish man. Here, Daniel is not a teenager. Here, Daniel, he is in the middle age time. He is in his maybe 50, 60, somewhere there. And these people want to kill him. And jealousy does not, let me tell you, jealousy does not go because of you are young. You'll be shocked to see that older people are more jealous than younger people. Jealousy does not mean of young. It does not count the age. These people were older, but they hate, they have jealousy, and they want to finish Daniel. And verse 16 says this. So the king gave the command, and they brought Daniel, and they cast him into the den of lions. But the king spoke, saying, Daniel, your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. I don't know if the king did mean what he says. I don't know if the king did just want to appease Daniel, to soften him a little bit, that the death is going to encounter is so cruel, but let me just appease him a little bit. I don't know, maybe the king wanted to say, Daniel is already in a decree law. I have nothing, is beyond my ability to change this. But you are a king. You are a king. You are a king. You can change these things. You can bring something new for first time because you are a king. But he said, your Lord, your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. Whom you serve continually. You need to serve your God all the time. You do not serve your God in one day of the week. Most of us serve God on Sunday and Sunday alone. No, you need to serve God Monday to Monday. You need to serve God every day of the week. You need to serve God in nighttime, daytime. You serve your God, because serving God is an action thing of continuity. Until you see him, even in face to him, you will still serve in God. The book of Revelation says there is 4 witnesses and 24 elders are worshiping the Lord day and night. That means you serve him continually. But there is a king that is above the king of the Persia and the Medes. He is able to change story. He is able to change the story. The story that people say, it is finished for this man, but God, Yahweh, can change it to say, no, your story just began. Your story just began. And verse 17 there says, then a stone was brought and laid on the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet and ring, with the signet of the Lord, that the purpose concerning Daniel might not be changed. The purpose concerning Daniel might not be changed. That is what men say. Either side of the king word, either side of the king saying, if you wanted just to appease him or not, but he was making prayer without him knowing. His seal is signet. He say it may not be changed. No, there is a man who have the last word. The creator of the heaven and the earth has the last word. Even they can seal your life by night. They can seal your life in a forest. They can seal your life in a deep down of the oceans. They can seal your life in the rivers, in a desert. They can seal it as they wish. And they say that the purpose of your life must not be changed. Let me give you a good news. The King of Kings He is able to change it. As long as I've said nothing, and nothing will happen to you, because he has the last word. Verse 18 says, now the king went to his palace and spent the night fasting, and no musician were brought before him. Also his sleep went from him. The king did not have a sleep at night. You know, your enemy, let them not have a sleep in this night. Your enemy, let them have sleepless night. Your enemy, those who want you to fail, those who say it's finished for you, let them have sleepless, and let them start fasting for you without them knowing they are fasting for your success. And he went there, and verse 19 said, then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste to the den of the lion. All night, the door was shut by a big stone. One man, Daniel, cannot even push it out. And they send him inside the dens of the lions. Not one, not two, not three. Lions were inside there, angry lions. They did not feed them for 3 days. Now they see a meat coming. They suppose to tones the body of Daniel's very badly and hit him in a second. All night. You know, sometimes when people see that, they think it was a 5-minute story. No, it was not a 2-minute or 1 second. It was all night. Daniel was face to face with the lions. All night. Can you imagine that? You enter the den of the carnivore lions. When you enter there, they start roaring. Oh, roar. And they want to come and take your peace asunder, kill, destroy, and eat you fresh. All of the sudden, they went all quiet. And they look at you. They became like domestic pet dog who came and embracing and playing around and protecting you, and even coming to cover you with their body for you not to feel cold all night. And then the king came in the morning. He said to Daniel, he screamed to Daniel. He screamed to Daniel. He screamed to Daniel. And when he came to the den, he cried out with a lamentation voice to Daniel. The king spoke, saying to Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God. Not a servant of a dead God. I need to finish now because I'm taking most of your time now. Servant of a living God, as your God whom you serve continually be able to deliver you from the lions. Servant of a living God, not a servant of a dead God, and whom you serve continually, without ceasing. We need to arrive to serve God continually, without ceasing. You do not serve God because you are an usher to a church. You do not serve God because you are a choir master. You do not serve God because you are a Bible teacher guy. You are not serving God because you are a preacher. You are not serving God because you've been taken care of by a church. You need to serve God all the time, and in a truth, and in a liberty, and in a truth. You serve him with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your power. You serve the Lord. Then Daniel answered, because I need to conclude now. I've taken too much of your time. Sorry for that. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and to like the video. O King, live forever. My God, send his angel and shut the lion mouth, so that they have not hurt me, because I have found innocent before him, and also, O King, I have done no wrong before you. To conclude, you need to be innocent before God, and you need to find yourself not doing any wrongdoing to any human beings. Even your enemy, you must not do them wrong. Find yourself first innocent before God, and secondly, don't do wrong things even to your enemy. To any human beings, do not do wrong to them. And once you do so, you are serving your God continually. You serve God by being innocent before him. You serve your God by not doing any wrong things to any human beings. One of our musicians in Congos have a song that says, I do not have any problem with a living people. Do not have any problem with a living people. If you know you have a problem with a people, make haste to arrange it. Do not have any problem with a living people, because that problem can hold you back before your God. God loves you, and God is with you all. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. And once you do so, you serve him continually by being innocent before him and not having any problem with a living people. Any problem with a living people. Then you do a very good job of serving your Lord, and you will be prospering and you will be successful. God love you. See you soon.